Hey YouTube fans, people into webs, it's me, SG1, back for another Star Trek official Starships collection review video, and I should have had these ready. This week we are doing the Maquis Raider. The Maquis. So we'll get right into this. Class is Jude class, launched early 24th century. Length 68.5 metres, which makes them around about the same size of a Gemini attack ship. Crew approximately 30, top speed warp 9, weaponry 2 phaser banks, 4 photon torpedo launchers. Then we get the lovely CG render of the Maquis ship again. I don't know why they didn't use this one on the front, but you know. Yeah, that'd have been better on the front cover, but you know, we got that one. Hey, both good. And we're going into various instances of the Maquis ship there. We've got it firing phasers, we've got it floating around Space Star, which I think is from the front cover, I think, isn't it? Yes, it is. Is it? Yeah, then we've got one flying around the Badlands there. And then we've got the tech specs, which are pretty fucking cool. Yeah, I do like those. And it highlights several areas like the cockpit, the engine, the warp reactor block, sensor arrays and stuff. Maquis fleet. Apart from Raiders, other vessels used by the Maquis included Bajoran Raiders, Bajoran Interceptors, Federation attack fighters, Peregrine class ships, and Maquis fighters. Crew members. It's unknown how many members were aboard the Valjean, which is Chakotay's ship, when it was taken by the Caretaker, although 22 Maquis crew members were referred to by name during the USS Voyager's journey. Illegal arms. The Maquis generally had to arm their ships with whatever weapons they could steal, procure on the black market. These included photon torpedoes, pulse cannons, high-energy disruptors, and particle accelerators. The studio model of the Maquis Raider. There it is. There's some publicity shots of it there, which we used back when Deep Space Nine was on the air. No, Voyager was on the air, yeah. And there is the extended bridge module, because I used Star Trek Voyager as the opening because this particular model was used on Star Trek Voyager first. Although it does appear in Next Generation. I don't know if you can see that there. It's got a slightly different cockpit arrangement, and it's supposed to be a smaller ship because Ro Laren and somebody else, I forget her name at the moment, pilot the ship, and they park it between the Enterprise D's nacelles. Because the Maquis show up in the Next Generation, right at the end of the Next Generation. Deep Space Nine, although they appeared on Deep Space Nine first, they do appear at the latter end of the Next Generation. Deep Space Nine almost throughout the whole series, and then Star Trek Voyager almost throughout the whole series. And then the story behind the Maquis, and it's a little brief history of the Maquis there, showing the crew of Voyager. I don't know why they showed the whole crew of Voyager, but there you go. Then you got Picard talking to some ancient American Indians with the Cardassian Gulliver, who appeared on Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, and Voyager. One of the only characters to be in all three 24th century series, along with Quark, Picard, and Riker. Oh no, Picard's not in Voyager. Riker is. Yeah. I say there's more various instances of the Maquis. You've got Chakotay and B'Elanna there. You've got Thomas Riker there, and that's the woman Ro Laren partnered with. Then you got Ro Laren there defecting to the Maquis. You got Quark trying to sell weapons to Shona. I think it's to Shona. Sakona, sorry. Yeah. And then we've got Michael Eddington, who became the leader of the Maquis, who based his defection from the Starfleet on the novel by Victor Hugo, Les Miserables, and he saw himself as Valjean, who steals a loaf of bread to feed his family, and and he sees Captain Sisko as Inspector Javert, because he's pursuing, because he spends the whole book looking for Valjean, and he considers Captain Sisko is Valjean, basically, Inspector Javert. And Captain Sisko took it personally, because not only did he betray him, he betrayed his uniform. No, he betrayed his uniform. He betrayed Captain Sisko, and you don't get on the wrong side of Benji. Also, as well, they brought Eddington in because when they found out that Odo's people were part of the Dominion, they wanted a Starfleet security there because they didn't trust Odo, and Odo pointed out the fact that they brought this guy in, Michael Eddington, to be the head of Starfleet security on the station, because they didn't trust Odo. And then Odo makes the point of, well, why don't you tell them that that's the reason why you brought him in? So it's quite cool. And then we get the on-screen section. TV appearances, Deep Space Nine and Voyager, and it should say Next Generation, but there you go. It first appeared in Caretaker Part 1, and it finally appeared in For the Uniform in Deep Space Nine, and it was designed by Jim Martin. The name of Chakotay's Maquis Raider, seen in Star Trek Voyager's pilot episode, is not revealed until the 7th season episode, Repression. Even then, Raider's name, Valjean, never spoken in dialogue, but it's merely seen on a computer monitor. The ship was named after Jean Valjean, the main hero of Victor Hugo's novel Les Miserables. I know I aren't using Les Miserables song at the beginning of this. It's from Voyager. Michael Eddington, the former head of Starfleet Security on Deep Space Nine, who defected to the Maquis, compared himself to Valjean while likening Sisko to Valjean's nemesis, Inspector Javert. Valjean was relentlessly pursued by Javert for 19 years after he stole some bread to feed his sister's children. See, I've just said that. The Badlands were originally created using CG effects on Star Trek Voyager, but the visual effects team felt they were not altogether successful. To create the Badlands in Deep Space Nine episode For the Uniform, the visual effects team poured liquid nitrogen, in which boils furiously at room temperature, and onto a piece of black velvet. So, the next one. Gemini attack ship. So yeah, good magazine this week. Yeah, Maquis Raider, very nice. So here we are, onto the model itself, and I have to say, I was a bit dubious about this one, but when I actually got it in hand, I really like it. I really, really, really like it. It's a nifty design. This one's got some really nice detail to it. I mean, look at the underside there, and even the top section as well. All the detail, all the moulded detail has been dry rubbed, so you can actually pick it out, which is something that they should have done for the ball cube, but they didn't. I like it a lot. It's got some, light piping, but it's a bit obscure, but, it's not too bad. I like it a lot. I think it's really nicely moulded. It feels like it's a solid piece as well. Like, nothing's going to fall off or anything. I think the windows could have done with a little bit of better paint apps at the cockpit there. But other than that, I think it's a fantastic model. It really is. It's really nicely rendered. It's really nicely show accurate. But from it is missing a couple of paint apps here and there. But overall, well done, Eagle Moss. Well done. I like this a lot. I think it's one of the better, smaller ships that they've done. This one with the Romulan Bird of Prey and the Tholian Web Spinner, they're getting better and better at this. So yeah, it's nice to see. It really is nice to see the Maquis Raider. And of course you get the connector bit, and then on the bottom you get the Maquis Raider. So, and then you just connect like so, and there it is on the stand. Very nice indeed. Very, very, very nice. So, that was the Maquis Raider, and I'm going to go steal some bread so I can fill my sister's children. So, I will catch you all later. Bye for now.